Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here. Is this the 4th?
Hang on. It is the 4th.
Is this 4th? November 4th, 2022. It is Friday evening at
7:08.
7:08. Sorry this is coming on so late. You can tell. Hi. Hi, Charky. Okay, you're moving the whole desk now. Calm down. I know. Wow. I had a little bit of an issue. I seem to be lactose intolerant anymore. So, I was feeling fine, and then all of a sudden I was not feeling so fine. So, it happens, lesson learned that I need to remember to take something before I have anything like cheese or anything like that because, yeah. But, other than that, I don't really have much to report, except for I told you guys we were going to talk some about the Quinton Simon case. And I was just watching a video that Quinton's biological father, I think his first name is Bubba. He's been cleared and everything. Well, he lost his son, right? Quinton. His mom died shortly after that. Then, I think it was last night, or maybe it was the night before that, his father died. They think it was a hit and run. Somebody killed him. They think it was a hit and run. But yeah, so this poor guy has lost his son and both parents. Just bam. But the whole thing with Quinton Simon is, and this is probably, I don't know how y'all feel about it. Brad and I have been talking about it. These protesters outside of their home, I feel, have gotten out of hand. It is like a lynch mob. Like Brad said, whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty? I do not like Quinton Simon's family at all. I hope that justice is brought soon. But isn't this why we have law enforcement? Isn't this why we have a judicial system? Or not judicial?
Yeah.
Okay. Isn't it? If you have something solid, take it to the police. Take it to the FBI. But I mean, they're outside there. They put up a memorial, which they were on the Simons' yard, in their yard, on their property. They're protesting back and forth. They're using blowhorns and everything else, heckling these guys constantly. And like I said, I don't like the family either, but geez, if I were a neighbor, I would be mad. I would be calling the police, complaining, because, I mean, they're making it where it's hard to even get through the neighborhood. They'll stop cars that are driving through the neighborhood and go, baby killer, do you know a baby killer lives there and stuff? I mean, that Molly Golightly, I do not like her anyway. She is a loudmouth. She was on one of those housewife shows where it's, trading places and something like that. I didn't like her back then.
Alexa,
but she is a loudmouth that's able to do this because her husband is an attorney. And so, she's got the extra funds. But she's nothing but a loudmouth. She did this with the Lowry family. And, yeah, the Lowry family was smart enough not to engage back. Simon's family is not that bright and has been engaging back. But it's just ridiculous. I mean, I don't have any respect for the Simon family so far, what I have seen. But I don't know them. I don't know what the real story is. I have my suspicions. That part of the reason that Quinton Simon's grandmother is covering is, I think, maybe she was in on it. Maybe there's a lot more of the story than we know. I don't know. But it is disturbing to me, and it's also disturbing to Brad. Wave, honey.
Yes. Hi.
They can't see you. There you go. watching these guys heckle and yell and yell obscenities, and I mean, the police are getting tired of this too. There was a police officer that flipped off Molly Golightly
Oh, really?
last night.
Good.
They're tired of it. They're tired of it, and some of the neighbors are in support, but some of them are not. It's like, come on. I mean, if I live next to you, I can't control what you do in your house, but that don't mean I want to have these protesters all over. I would be calling the police on these protesters right and left. Yes, they have a right to assembly, they have a right to say what they want, but you also should have a peace of mind in your own home and and not have them on your property. I guess the Simons, they took in that memorial because they felt like it was being disrespected. Whether or not it was is another case. Like I said, please don't think that I am in support of this family at all. I'm not. I'm horrified just like everybody else. And what might have happened to this little boy. But there's a right way to go about things and a wrong way. And I mean, we've all wanted to yell obscenities to certain people, but we don't do that. I mean, what gives these protesters a right to do that? One thing I thought of, and I hadn't even mentioned it to you, is are they making it where the grandmother is headstrong enough that there's no way she is going to give up any evidence or turn her daughter in?
Yeah.
Because you're heckling her all the time? I mean, it could have the reverse effect that you're hoping for. The police said the reason they haven't made an arrest yet is because they have to do things the right way. They only get one shot at it. So, we have to trust in the judicial system. And I know there's lots of cases where we don't feel that it was ever justice brought to it.
Sorry.
And, while I'm trying to make a video and Brad's getting ready to feed the puppies, actually. Can't get after him. But, it's disturbing. I'd like to know what you guys think about this. It's very disturbing. Bottom line, I think we all just want to know what happened to this little boy. And if he is deceased, and everybody seems to think he is, if we could locate his body, it would be wonderful, so we could have a proper memorial or funeral. But to stand outside and heckle and protest, there's a right way to do it and a wrong way. What about having a candlelight visual? What about having a peaceful protest? You don't need to keep yelling obscenities and taunting and everything. I mean, to me, that's not right at all.
It reminds me of the old lynch mobs that you see in the movies.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it really does to me too. I am happy, on a side note though, I'm happy to report that Brad and I actually did sleep last night. And I was up at 7:30 this morning, and you were up, what, about 8:30?
Yeah.
I mean, when we went up, I did lay down and take a nap because my stomach was not having it.
Was not liking you.
No, but, yeah, but, said, if you guys haven't followed it, Molly Golightly has a channel. I would not subscribe, and that's up to you if you do or not. I'm not going to subscribe. I'm not going to help give this woman a dime. And but it's not right. It's so disturbing. I didn't like it when she did it with the Brian Lowry. She'd been being the loudmouth with this Dre McCrae, and Vaughn did pass away just a couple days ago. And if you guys aren't familiar with that case, that may be a case maybe we'll talk about mid next week. Brad doesn't even know about the case. I mentioned a little bit. You don't even know any of the details.
No, I don't.
Very sad thing. And it's not a child, so it's very sad though. And it's very sad to think that a group of YouTubers think that they're right and that they're justified to stand outside and do this. Like I said, if you care nothing about the family, what about their neighbors? What about their... I would be fit to be tied if you lived near me and I had to hear this every day. It'd be hard enough knowing that nobody knows what happened to this precious little boy. But to hear you constantly, day in, day out, stopping traffic, and everything, it's like a junior high mentality. It's almost like I'm calling you out.
Yeah.
So it's just ridiculous. What do we become as a society? Are we going to go back to, like Brad said, lynch mobs? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, and I know the Justice Department is very flawed. I know that. But for me, there's a right way to do things, and then there's a wrong way. And if the shoe was on their foot, say I'm a family member, I had nothing to do with it. Maybe I never even met the child. But, you're going to heckle all of us? And I know this family is very flawed, and they have a very dark energy. I understand that there have been numerous family members in prison and very violent past and etc. But still, you're not going to get anywhere doing this. You're going to make it be where they're not going to ever want to give up any information or anything because you've heckled them so much. They probably feel like, well, where are the police to protect me and my right? I haven't been brought up on any charges. So, it's a very sad case.
Yeah, it is.
I think everybody, my problem too with the protesters is I feel like they're doing this to get attention, especially that Molly Golightly. So you're doing this to get attention, to line your pockets with more money. You're not really doing it because there's a precious child who nobody knows where he is, if he's dead or alive. That I have a problem with. You shouldn't use anybody else's, it's like, we're not doing the true crime to gain money or anything. I'm not even monetized. I don't know we haven't ever discussed if we will monetize or not. I mean, yeah, we've kind of discussed it. It would be nice to be able to, have a little bit of an income to, even buy a better camera or something like that, or take a trip. But that's not the reason we're doing this. If my numbers never grow, but I have some of you guys that enjoy the true crime videos that we do, and just enjoy, commenting, and we're kind of going back and forth and all just kind of discussing different cases, that's super. That's super. It gives me another connection to you guys because, yeah, we can all sit around and talk about our life, but, 2 minutes in and I'm pretty much done talking to you really about too much. I mean, but it gives you something to engage in. It gives you something else to look into, or tell us what you think about it. You may have a completely different viewpoint. And I enjoy hearing different viewpoints because I like to kind of step into somebody else's shoes and look at it from their side and go, I never thought of it that way. And you'll learn from each other, and that's wonderful. So, do you have anything else to say about this whole... You were appalled when I brought that up, and we were watching a bit of it.
About the...
Molly Golightly and the protesters, and how they were yelling and stopping traffic going, do you know a baby killer lives there? And then they start yelling, baby killer, and...
Well, yeah. You had brought up the point about the mob mentality, as of this point, okay, I have my speculations on what happened, which doesn't necessarily mean I'm right, but I figure
We've been known to be
unless
very wrong on some things.
I have.
Both of us.
Yes, I have. And it used to be before that I had such a hard time. I admitted I'm wrong, but as you get older, you kind of realize that yeah, you can't be right all the time.
The older I get, the wronger I realize I am. The
Exactly.
more I realize I don't know.
Yeah.
And well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think, yeah. I'll get to that point where you don't want to be wrong,
Yeah.
but I think you learn so much when you say, hey, you may be right. That's what I'll say to Brad. Well, you may be right.
Mm-hmm.
You may be right. I may be right. Neither one of us might be right.
Yep.
We might be so wrong that it's just dead wrong. But you learn. You learn. I enjoy it when you guys comment and say, hey, did you know this about the case? Or no, you got this information wrong. This is actually what went on. And I'm like, awesome. And first of all, we enjoy hearing from you guys immensely. We enjoy knowing that you guys are engaged in and finding out information too. Is interesting, and you learn so much. And like I said, it gives you something to engage with each other in, which is nice.
Yep.
We all can't meet for a cup of coffee at a restaurant and just talk about whatever. So this is kind of the way we do it.
As much as we'd like to.
Right, Jelly Bean? You're being so silly today. She keeps running along and she'll kind of slam her butt into your leg like she's a cat. Right, Jelly Bean? Are you being silly today? Are you being silly? What? I know what it is. They're hoping that Dad's going to feed them, huh? Oh, there she goes. Jumped on Brad now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was kind of scary.
They're kind of campaigning. They want him to feed them. You should watch as it gets later in the day. They get more persistent. Of course, I've been having a few stomach troubles lately. I didn't mention it yesterday. And I think it's because I'm fighting an infection and I'm taking super strong antibiotics, which do a number on my stomach. So I was going to tell you that might not be totally... I am somewhat lactose intolerant, but, if you eat a grilled cheese and you have that kind of a reaction, it never, what was I going to say about that? Oh, so I've been eating a lot more soup lately, even though it's got sodium content in it. Sometimes that's the most soothing for my stomach. We buy those, it's like Lipton's
extra noodles.
Extra noodle, it's in the packets. And then you add hot water and stuff. And I really enjoy those. And they're very soothing and stuff. But I just about have a Mastiff climb in up on my lap. He loves chicken so much. If he smells chicken anything, this boy is going crazy. It's not so much, he likes all meat, like most dogs. But for him, it's chicken and any kind of fish. He is just, but you saw him. Didn't you say he was just about climbing up on your lap when you were making the soup?
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting here and I'm telling him to go away because I'm not even started eating my soup. I'm letting it cool off. And, he's just wanting to sit on my lap just about. But anyway, let us know what you guys think about these protesters. It's horrible. It's just,
Well, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Did the protesters, I never did see much on the Brian Laundrie case, because, I don't know why, but I didn't see near as much on the Brian Laundrie case as with this. And I didn't realize until you brought it up that Sunshine was down there driving, trying to drive the family crazy.
Yeah, but the Laundries did not engage back. And it was bad that, every time they would come out of their house and stuff that, people would be, the protesters would be yelling and stuff.
Yeah.
But, this is even worse. She's a baby, though. This is the baby. Her name is Jellybean. What? How are you doing, little Jelly? Are you hungry? Are you so hungry right now? Are you hoping your dad will feed you soon? Are you starving? Where's your dad? Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
Last night I had her going where I would say, I would say, who's your dad? And she'd look over at him, and I'd go, who am I? And she'd look back at me. She just kept going back and forth. It was cute. Of course, Dad says everything this thing does, I think is cute.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, right? Right? Are you a little girlfriend? Oh, that feels so good. Oh, I know. You see her little underbite there? You see her fangs? Here's a little underbite. He's so cute. Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? She doesn't have much hair on here, not like a lot of other poodles. It's pretty sparse on her back. This is grown out. This is pretty long, isn't it, honey?
Yeah, it is.
Like, she has a lot more on her paws and stuff, but not so much here, huh? It's okay. Mom made me sweaters I wear at night because I don't get so cold, huh? Huh? Because she doesn't like to be all cold.
No.
Right? Right? Should we let these people go? What? Oh, okay. Are you? Oh, okay. You're done talking to them now, huh? She's done talking to you guys, I guess.
Because she wants me to get up off my butt and go feed her.
Are you hungry, Jellybean? Jellybean, are you hungry?
She's just...
Are you going to stare at Dad now?
She's staring at me.
Here, let me get you down so you can go stare at Dad. Go work it, girlfriend.
Yeah, she's trying to move me with her mind.
Anyway, as I always tell you guys, that I do love you. And welcome to the new subscribers. Thank you. I hope you enjoy our channel. Pull up, get a cup of coffee or whatever you want to drink. And I hope you like some of our content. I think we have a little bit for everybody.
We're trying.
Yeah, except for we stopped the pole dancing because we're getting way too injured and stuff, you know. And so anyway, remember, I do love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. And do something nice for somebody else, even if it's just reaching out to a friend, going, "Hey," you know, and then do something nice for yourself. You may even look at yourself and go, "Hey," you know, or "I'm going to sit and have a hot cup of tea." You know, I enjoy my tea in the evening. I do. It's a beautiful thing. I enjoy it almost as much as I do my coffee in the morning. But, you know, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. We don't have any plans. We tend to stay low on the weekend because we don't like all the traffic and stuff. So we just kind of huddle in on the weekend. You know, we stay home. In fact, we did, real quick, you guys thought you were almost free of me. We did a very small grocery order this morning. Mainly because we needed to get some more Pepsi Zero. And it was finally on sale with BOGO. And because I'm not paying almost $8 a 12-pack for any kind of pop. I don't care if you had a gold can. I'm not paying that much for, you know, I just won't. You know, we each have one can a day. But it's like my kryptonite. I really look forward to it too. You know, and, but, you know, we only got 4 12-packs. We didn't go crazy or anything. And we need to get a few other things that we got. You know, but, we just had that. We used Instacart and just had that delivered because, you know, it's hard on us to carry up the 12 packs of pop up the stairs. Brad was having, and part of it was, too, is Brad was having a wobbly day, as we call it. Are you less wobbly now?
Yeah.
I don't know what was wrong with him, and I could tell the minute he got up this morning that he just was not, he felt very unstable. And I even said, you were doing something, and I was kind of teasing you about being wobbly.
Yeah.
And I asked you if you were dizzy at that point in time.
Yeah.
And he finally said later on, he went to go run a couple errands. He said, I almost asked you to drive me because he said, I'm just feeling very wobbly. And I said, well, yeah, I had noticed that he was very unsteady on his feet, even with his cane. And sometimes that'll happen. And one thing I wanted to ask you is, after you had some protein, did you feel better?
Yes. Yes.
And even though I asked him to check his blood sugar again, we always check it first thing in the morning. And he was kind of low. You were 80 what? 88?
84.
Okay, 84.
Yeah.
Mine was 88.
Yeah. Come on, Charlie.
Even though he had applesauce and stuff, um, so I asked him to eat something, eat some protein, and that did make him feel better. And then he just laid down for a bit.
Yeah.
But some days are just that way where, maybe he'll feel extra unsteady on his feet. And, you just got to roll with it. You just got to roll with it. So we're going to do show and tell tomorrow. We don't have that much to show and tell. But, I got a little bit of stuff to show you guys. Even though I've been up even though I've been nursing this leg. And Brad has some stuff, of course. And, then we'll have True Crime Sunday again. So, I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is an exciting time for us, just talking about the true crime cases with you guys. So, and if you guys have a case that you'd like us to look into and give our opinion on it, because like I said, this is just educational, or not educational, entertainment purposes only, please, and we're no expert. We're just, just a couple older wackadoodles just giving our opinion for what that's worth. So, please like and subscribe, share with your friends, and comment. And I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. And I will be talking to you tomorrow. And I want to tell Kathy that I'm still praying. Leanne, I'm still praying too. And Carol, I'm praying too. And anybody else that needs prayers or thoughts, know that I light a candle every night for my friends and family that may need some extra love and well wishes and vibes. So, I hope everybody's doing well. So, love you guys. And as always, everybody say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.